You're earning more than your parents ever did. You've got a stable job, a decent salary, maybe even that senior title. So why does your bank account still scream at you every month? Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will change how you see money forever. Picture this. It's Monday morning. You check your bank balance. Paycheck just hit. For exactly 4 seconds, you feel rich. Then reality kicks in. Rent's due. EMI's pending. Credit card needs clearing. And just like that, the money that was supposed to be yours isn't anymore. Here's the disturbing truth. You're not bad with money. The system is just really good at taking it from you. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how this trap works, and more importantly, how people are breaking free from it. Let me introduce you to someone. Let's call him David, 29 years old, earns $96,000 a year. That's what, around $8,000 a month? On paper, he's doing better than 70% of people his age. He should feel secure, right? He doesn't. Here's what actually happens. David's salary hits his account on the 1st. Before he even opens his banking app, the system has already played its first move. Rent gets auto-debited $2,500. Gone. Loan EMI for that phone and car, $1,600. Vanished. Netflix, Spotify, gym, internet, that random app subscription he forgot about, another $350. By the 3rd of the month, David has $3,550 left. That's it. For groceries, eating out, emergencies, savings, investments, and that weekend plan he promised his friends. But here's the genius part of this trap. David doesn't feel broke. He has a roof over his head. He's got his car. His Spotify premium works. The system gives you just enough comfort that you never ask the dangerous question. Why am I not actually getting richer? This is what I call the fragmentation illusion. Money comes in one big chunk, leaves in tiny pieces, and your brain never connects the dots. You're not building wealth. You're renting a lifestyle. And that's just the surface. The real trap, it goes way deeper. Now let's talk about what actually chains you to this system. And this is the part that hits different once you see it. Remember when you got your first proper job? Maybe $3,500 to $4,500 a year. You were happy with a shared apartment, a used bike, budget meals. Life was simple. Then the first increment came. Suddenly, you could afford a better apartment. So you took it. Rent jumped from $100 to $200. Made sense at the time, right? Next year, another jump. Now you're at $7,500 a year. You upgrade the bike to a decent car. EMI starts $150 a month. But you're earning more, so it's fine. Fast forward 5 years. You're at $12,000 to $15,000 a year. Fancy apartment, better car, regular weekend getaways, branded clothes. You look successful. Your Instagram says you're winning. But here's the trap. You're not free to leave that job anymore. Because your life now requires that salary. You build a financial ecosystem that needs constant feeding. I call this golden handcuffs. The cruelest part? Nobody forced you. The system just showed you the options, and human psychology did the rest. We think moving up the ladder means getting richer. But really, we're just getting better at spending everything we earn. A person making $35,000 a year can be just as trapped as someone making $3,500 a year. The trap isn't the amount. It's the gap between what comes in and what goes out. And the system is designed to keep that gap microscopic. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you lost your job tomorrow, not because you quit, but because it just ended, how long could you survive? Be brutally honest. Not, I'll figure it out honest. Real numbers honest. 1 month? 2? 3? If your answer is less than 3 months, you're not financially secure. You're financially obedient. There's a difference. Here's the thing. Over 65% of salaried professionals in our generation are one bad month away from a crisis. One medical emergency. One unexpected expense. One company layoff. That's all it takes. This isn't living. This is a very comfortable form of dependence. And the system loves it, because when you need that paycheck to survive, you're predictable. You won't take risks. You won't negotiate too hard. You won't leave toxic work environments. You won't start that business idea you've been sitting on for 2 years. Your landlord, your bank, every company you owe money to, they all benefit from keeping you right here, earning enough to stay comfortable, but never enough to break free. But here's what they don't want you to know. This isn't permanent. Once you see the trap, you can dismantle it. So how do people actually escape this? Not by earning more. That's the trap talking. By changing the rules of the game. First, stop confusing income with wealth. Your salary is just revenue. Wealth is what stays after everything else is gone. $600 sitting in investments is more powerful than a $2,500 monthly salary that disappears in 3 days. Second, attack that gap. I know this sounds boring, but the only people I've seen break free are the ones who intentionally kept their expenses lower than their income, even if it's just $60 a month at first. That gap is your weapon. Third, build what I call your freedom fund. Not savings. Freedom. 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting somewhere safe. The moment you have this, something shifts psychologically. You stop being desperate. You can negotiate. You can say no. You can leave. And finally, redirect money into things that work for you. Not another EMI. Not another subscription. Assets. Things that grow while you sleep. Look, the salary trap is real. It's sophisticated, but it's not unbreakable. The people who get out aren't lucky or special. They just stop believing that a bigger salary equals freedom. You're one decision away from starting. If this video made you see money differently, drop a comment telling me which part hit the hardest. And if you want more content on building actual wealth, not just looking wealthy, subscribe. We're just getting started. See you in the next one.